Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 10 millimeter. I'm 180 grain, 6. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. It's Raw Hog here. Today we're looking at the Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0. So the 10 millimeter came to fame when some of the other rounds weren't performing. In the 80s and 90s, they came out with the 10 millimeter. It was a little too much for some of the agents, and so they compromised and came down to the 40, which we'll show some comparisons later. However, the 10 millimeter has made a comeback. Starting to pick up. People are picking up 10s. These are fairly new, and but before we get into any more, let's take a look at this long shot that I did with this thing. We're gonna take a shot that's still, it's close to 100 yards. I think it's like 90 right here. That's a big piece of steel though, but let's see. We've rung it a couple times. Oh, that's pretty crazy. All right, let's. I'm gonna shoot this pumpkin right here. Eat your heart out, Jerry Michalek. Just kidding, it wasn't that big a deal, but you know, pretty impressive for me, I thought. Taking it out and didn't without hardly any shooting and just nailing this thing. So I never shot a 10 millimeter before, and they're pretty impressive. Now these come in the 4-inch and the 4.6 inch. This is the 4.6. We just said, you know, if you're gonna go, you might as well go all out. So it's 29.3 ounces empty. You know, these are a little bit bigger guns with a full magazine. It's a little hefty. We can put it on a scale, but it's 7.9 inches long. With this on it. So the cool thing that Smith & Wesson did is they built these on the 45 frame, so meaning a lot of these will be compatible with your old 45 holsters. Obviously check your manufacturers and all that stuff. However, it's something to look into, and pretty clever by Smith & Wesson, if I do say so myself. Price point, you're looking around $654 in that area. So also something I didn't mention in the close-up, which will bring you in close-up, look at the features, get a close check out, look at all this. But Armor Night finish is what they're called on this, and it's resist corrosion and scratching and all that stuff. So pretty neat. Other than that, pros and cons, obviously the pros, I mean, with ammunition advances these days, it's insane what you can do with these, especially places like Buffalo Bore, and all these places. Even the stock ammo, like from SIG, which we're using, the jacketed hollow points are pretty impressive. But the cons, obviously it's a little bit larger, you know, things like that. But, you know, it's big, it's good. A lot of people carry these for game, meaning as far as defense for your everyday carry, plus for out like bears and cougars and things like that, depending on where you're located. So, but anyways, we'll get you in close. Let's go ahead and just shoot a few times with this thing. All right, here it is, the M&P 10 millimeter 2.0. Really nice looking pistol. This is the 4.6. I think it comes in this and 4-inch barrel, which we decided just to go all out if you're going to go, right? Comes with, let's go double check, make sure it's all good. It comes with two 15-round mags, the yellow followers there. So you get 15 plus 1, 10 millimeter, which is pretty impressive. This model does not. We opted to go with the one without the thumb safety. It does come with a thumb safety that's ambidextrous. It does have an ambi slide release on both sides, and you can change out to the other side if you so prefer to your mag release. You could flip that out. The grip, I don't know if you can get a good look at that. That is aggressive, and you are not going to have any issues with slippage out of the box on this. So there's that. Here's this tool. You can pull this out, pop off your grips. It comes with different palm swells, as they're called. You can also use this tool This needs cleaning. We've shot a little bit where that yellow piece is. You can pull that out or just take it down normally. As you can see, the sights, they're a little raised up. You can put a threaded barrel in this and be able to see over a suppressor, but sights aren't bad. I can't get to focus on the front there, but as you can tell, they are definitely raised up. That, or I guess witnessing a red dot, which of course, as you see here, it's cut out, and it does come with multiple plates to fit whatever red dot you choose. So that's pretty nice. Again, the flat trigger, we'll give that a pull. It's the wall, has the stop. Boop. Always do that. But there it is. Love the slide serrations. The gun, I look at the finish, and this looks good. So definitely. Of course, you have your rail here for all those things and anything that you choose to take down. You can do that. Take the tool and pop that off in there, but we just choose to do this. And there you go. I believe they've reinforced some of this on some of these later 2.0s. You do have your steel or metal guide rod. All right, so we pop that out. Yeah, that thing was pretty dirty. Probably should have done a little pre-cleaning on this thing. So there you go. Just pop out. There's your slide. There it is. So, and then of course, clean it. Whenever you're done with that, you just pop it back together, and you are good to go. Hope I'm in the frame there, but. So, of course, safety features, something that we did forget to mention there. There you go. I will put one in here. Got one over here. You have a safety feature. You have a window here on top, 10 millimeter. You can. So when you put it in here, of course, your trigger. Obviously, your trigger is your safety. So we'll be careful here. We're going to load one up just to show you. See how you can see it in the window there, and then we'll eject it and remove it. That was actually a 40 round. Oh man! But because I had that over there because I wanted to show you the difference in these. That is the 40 versus the 10. I mean, they're basically the same. It's just the 40 is a little shorter, so you can put a little bit bigger everything. So there you have it. Just wanted to try. So there's 9 millimeter on the left, middle is 40, and then 10 millimeter on the right, full metal jacket. Hopefully this gives you some sort of an idea. Exact same over here. Well, you can see it on the, you can read those. But there those are. You can see the difference in the 10 millimeters even sticking out some. So, but anyways, just wanted to try to do what I can to give you an idea for those that are unaware. So, Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 10 millimeter. What a sweet little pistol. I think, like I said, it had these high sights. So I know I'm pulling down too far. I keep shooting them low. Takes a little practice, but anyways, we're not doing too bad. The only problems I have with it, we shot a few hundred rounds out of it. Haven't had any issues malfunction wise, except for one. I think it's just a break-in period. We broke it down and cleaned it. I think that was a lot of it. It just got jammed here when I'd pull it back. I wasn't pulling all the way back, I guess, and letting it go. It doesn't do it anymore. So it was just a little break-in issue, and they would just get, one would get jammed right there. So, because 10 millimeters are a lot longer. But anyways, cleaned it, never had an issue again. I'm sure it was just a break-in thing. Also, one thing I did have a problem with was your magazine. It's just more of an annoyance, actually. So if you take this is the full magazine, you put it in. I don't know if you can hear that. Hear that? It rattles. Like certain round counts will rattle. Like when you knock one out, it'll be, that does it even worse. But in the gun here, it stopped it. So that's another break-in issue. I actually called Smith & Wesson, and they said that's what it is, just let it break in. I looked on some forums. It kind of got me concerned because I don't want my gun making any noise, like rattling and tinging, such as like that. So other than that, that was pretty much it. it's still doing that, but it is improved. So, but other than that, this may not be a big deal to you, but it kind of was to me. But definitely in love with this gun. It's pretty sweet. We're going to put a red dot on it, so stay tuned for that. You know, subscribe, hit that notifications bell. If you got any comments, questions, what you prefer from the M&P line, if you've got one of these, let us know what you think. Which one you prefer, the 4-inch or the 4.6. Other than that, like I said, we're going to put a red dot on it, show you how to do that, and learn ourselves, and do another video with it. So anyways, until next time, you know you like your reviews, you like them raw. I don't know what's going on here. Like, I don't know if it's me, but if you just pull that back and let it go, I don't know if it's me short stroking or what's going on. I'm trying to let it back, pull it back. There it goes that time. I don't know if it's, I don't know. It's a pretty big gun with a pretty big slide. So maybe that's been happening to us a few times, which it isn't that big of a deal. I just think it's not me getting me